EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the LA Chargers.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Now Richardson back to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Okay, ready?
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Richardson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After the loss, they'll come up second and 13. Richardson looking to throw this. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now third down and 6 to go. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Going for it on fourth. Here's Richardson. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First down.
79 Broncos. Cougar 19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Again, it's Richardson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Alec Pierce, 45 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. And that is off the left upright. It's no good.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Herbert now. He'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 50, here's Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Herbert throwing again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
To kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw out play action. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's into space past the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21.
23 yards. First down, Colts.
Here's Richardson to throw. That's complete to Pierce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Alec Pierce. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Chargers' 16-yard line.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 12. And the Colts first
Richardson looking to throw. Got a man open, it's Sutton. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
19 tight. 19.
Richardson to throw off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Ray. Hey, go Lion. 59. Hey, easy. We'll go orange. What is it?
After the turnover, here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Home the troops right. Baylor Tiger. Run.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Colts 6. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now it's Richardson. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Dante Jackson picks it. Down the left sideline. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. This defense, 3 interceptions now. And, Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question. And neither is another pick 6.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
18 Runner, 18 Rep, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Drop 50, drop 60. 19 type, 19 type, Mustang 19.
A final shot before break. Richardson. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A short one there, caught by Warren. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Colts.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that, what a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Ready? Dragon 60. 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 4th down.
60 Vikings, 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Colts first down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 70. Hawks 70, Hawks 79 Broncos.
Richardson looking to throw this. Now he'll tuck this and run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. He's searching 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 18,
operating from the gun, Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 50, trap 50.
From the shotgun, Richardson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Back to throw again. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly?
Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And not a very good return at all, as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On the slant, completes to Sutton. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Richardson. Down the field, he's got Warren. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Richardson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Cameron Bynum on the stop. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Orange. Let's go. Hey, counter. Go, let's go. Home to trips right. Go.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Palmer from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
For the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 1. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll tuck this and run. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Inside the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Extra point try now from Dicker. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 49. Colts 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Over the middle, complete. It's Warren. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brings up
Here's second and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Colts on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 7. They'll look to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Indianapolis.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I got expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a full.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
13 yards on the play. And the Chargers.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
21. Beat. Hey, go Lion. Baylor Tiger. 12. Crowd right. Let's go. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Again, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Chargers.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Watch the wide out. Hey, Ram. Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess?
Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Got his man, it's Warren. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Tyler Warren. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Colts.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diamond catch. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
First down.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress